Hello? Morning, happy Tuesday! Morning, Baron Rex and Wine and Moon Forest! I'll miss you! No! Moon Forest! And Eva and Silly Hoofprint. Welcome. Rex, thank you for this sip. Time to do this? You know, this. Da 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 gaming. Da 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 gaming. Da da. Capture, thank you. The Sagabam Baspis are here with me while we stream. Sagabam stream Spis. No, no music. Sagabam stream piss. Please capture the sound. I'll pay you. I'll pay you money to do this thing for me. Thank you. Okay, and then I have to get a little smaller. They're so soft. My little guys. I love them so much. They look like they have little beaks. But they are just screaming. I'm hugging one. Like a bambus bis. I did that thing, where I said I was gonna do a giveaway, and I might still do a giveaway, but then I held them in my arms, and I was like, what if giving them away makes them sad? So I'm doing okay. That's the thing, Wine, right? Like, it upsets me to even consider it now. So I'm, like, really conflicted. Silly Hoofman, that's really powerful. All of the above. One on each shoulder, one on the head. Sakabambaspis. Or holding them in my arms, that's very good. I'm gonna be the new spokesperson for the Sakabambaspis. And I kiss them and I hold them in my arms. They're so soft. Alright, let's play the video game. I'm fine. Emotionally, physically, spiritually.
Hear ye, hear ye. Spanish Armada nears English coast. Nation prepares for invasion whilst Queen searches for missing navy. Hear ye.
We did these yesterday. We're about to all die. Sagabambaspis fluer.
Wench be sure to marry, lest ye be branded a witch. If Mary sees you keeping cats against you, she will snitch. Beware of Mistress Mary Page, she is a nosy. La 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 la.
What a beginning to this stream. Everybody lock the fuck in again.
Blessed even, Dr. Foreman.
Mistress Payne, what brings you in such weather? 'Tis most dangerous to be about in it.
Oh, it takes more than a little wind and rain to forestall me from doing the Lord's work. Besides, foul weather is naught but God's righteous vengeance upon London for the sinful debauchery of its inhabitants.
Of course.
Then I dread to think what northerners get up to of an evening.
Pray heed me carefully, Dr. Foreman, for 'tis on a most pressing matter that I am come. Doubtless you have heard the news. The Spanish Armada does sail once again towards England's shores. It seems this latest Armada was most unexpected.
Well, as 'tis oft said, no one expects the Spanish Armada.
'Tis very
I'm
grave
always saying
this
that.
time, for I have heard tell that our own warships are far away at sea, and with our coasts undefended, a Catholic horde may soon be sailing up the Thames to slay us all.
Aye, our situation is most grave indeed. But what would you have me tell you, Mistress Payne?
I wish to know whether the English fleet will arrive home in time to defend our shores, or might we ordinary folk be compelled to take up arms to defend ourselves? Dr. Foreman, are you ready to beat off the Catholics,
Foreman.
come what may?
Am I ready to beat off the... prithee, madam, let
Are
us
you
pray
gonna
the need
beat off
never
the-
arises.
Answer the
Perchance
question.
The stars will offer us some reassurance. Will the Royal Naval Fleet return home in time to defend England from the Spanish Armada?
No. Oh, there's 3 of them. Royal Navy is absent due to a reckless and misguided pursuit of gold. Ambitions will be thwarted by confusion. Unpleasantness will result from a cunning plan to steal goods. Creativity. Mistress Payne must rouse her neighbors to take up arms. The authorities cannot be trusted to uphold their duty to defend ordinary Englanders. The Spanish fleet will be delayed due to the idleness of their sailors. Wow. Catholic evil angels will have their plans thwarted by a deadly, unpredictable event. I mean, the evil angels really compel me, like, emotionally. Because I'm just, like, really... I've never heard anybody talk about them that way, so I'm curious about it.
Be no longer afeard, Mistress Payne. The Spaniards are soon to be thwarted. Although the Armada does near our shores, its progress is slow. For, according to the stars, the sailors are most idle in nature.
Ah, yes, 'tis a trait oft remarked in continentals.
And they will be punished for this sin of sloth, for their lives are soon to be taken by a most deadly event.
Glory be! And what nature of event might this be? How will England achieve this glorious victory?
Yana, you know.
A fierce sea battle won by our mighty warships? A triumphant charge of our cavalry brigades?
Well, England will use her... let me see now. Yes, these southern continentals will be struck down by England's most terrifying weapon of all, our lamentable weather. Batten down your hatches and wrap up warm, Mistress Payne. A violent storm is coming.
She liked it. I am most pleased to hear this news, but if Foreman be wrong, may God forgive him, for I will not. Sir, I must congratulate you on the sterling counsel you gave me in relation to my horrid cousin Barbara, whom my parents did wish me to marry. As you did predict, the wretched little fiend did at length contrive a method for ending our engagement. She has run off with the Earl of Shrewsbury. You know what? And good for her.
Take care, for Sadie,
Oh no.
hear what the Countess says about peace. They corrupt your humors and cause cancer tumors, so doubtless they're causing your goddess disease.
No!
Good morrow, Mr. Mugg. Back again so soon. And yet your red spots do seem to have faded.
Aye, of the spotted fever I am cured, for, as he remarked, those spots have near vanished and no new ones are appearing. But my wife does swear they were the work of fleas, and she beat the rugs and banished the dogs from the house to rid us of them. She'll be beating and banishing me next if she has her way.
Women.
Well, I am glad to hear you are faring better. What brings you this day?
I have a humoral imbalance and need treating for it.
A humoral imbalance, you say? Well, 'tis true that an imbalance of humours can affect a man's mood. For instance, an excess of black bile, which is a cold, dry humour, can provoke feelings of melancholy.
Dude, the black bile's
yellow
going
bile
crazy.
Is hot and dry. I thank ye for the explanation, Dr. Foreman, but I did learn all about humours when I took supper with my friend, Mistress Ollingworth. She has a humoral imbalance and takes medicine for it. Hence, I am come this day for medicine to treat my own imbalance.
I see. And what mental symptoms are you experiencing? Any unusual or troubling feelings?
Aye, very troubling. Why, I find myself a fretting and a pacing all the day long. Even my wife has remarked upon it.
Oh.
Anxiety and agitation. Pray tell, did these feelings begin before or after you spoke with your friend, Mistress Ollingworth?
Let me see now. After, methinks. Aye, after. Why? Does that matter?
Yes, quite possibly. But let us see what these stars do have to say. What humoral imbalance does ail my querent, Nicholas Mugg?
He's choleric. A humoral imbalance of the color can occasion symptoms of anger, impatience, and irritability. He has constipation. Go shit, girl. I mean, I don't fucking know, dude. This guy's just like... Yeah, here's your sugar pills, dude. Like... Sure, you're choleric, dude. Sure.
Have you a diagnosis yet? This day I am to dine with Mistress Ollingworth, and I wish to tell her all about it.
Aye, 'tis done. You have a choleric temperament, brought on by a minor imbalance of yellow bile. It does often induce feelings of irritability and impatience in the sufferer, and in severe cases, it can provoke outbursts of anger.
Mega happy birthday, Canadians!
How very interesting.
We must counter the excess of this hot, dry humour with wet and cooling elements. Take this powder of violets and salt and boil it in some water. Then you must drink the infusion once it is cooled.
I thank ye for this medicine, Dr. Foreman. But may I trouble you for twice the dose of it? For if the symptoms be what you say, I think my wife had best be taking it as well.
Ah, women. Ah! Mayhap I secret the cure into my wife's ale. I do not think she would take kindly to learning she has an imbalance.
Hear ye, hear ye! Spanish Armada sunk by English storm!
Oh yeah, dude, proving...
Hear ye!
Okay, proving once again that God loves England more than our Catholic enemies, the Spanish naval fleet has been defeated by a mighty storm that's been raging in the English Channel for nigh on 3 days. What remains of the Armada has fled back to Spain. Beachcombers are advised to wait for the storm to abate before looting corpses that have washed ashore.
Here comes a son of
Lancelot.
noble birth. Know you how much his father is worth? For such a boy advantage is bought, entitled to much, deserving of naught.
Okay, rude.
Oh, sirrah, I have dire need of your counsel.
Pray calm yourself, sir, and tell me of this urgent affair.
Oh, verily, 'tis most urgent. A fair maiden has my heart, a maid with hair of shining gold and eyes so blue the finest sapphires grow pale with envy. But she is a most pious and demure in nature, and has many other suitors. How might I win her favour?
Golden hair? But in our last consultation... let me see here in my notes. Yes, you told me your heart belonged to a maid with hair of onyx black that doth make the finest ebony go grey with envy.
You mean my cousin Marion? Pish! That was naught but a childish fancy. I bid you, Foreman, pray focus on the matter at hand. For if you do not help me win my true love's favour, my bursting heart will tear asunder.
No.
My soul will wither unto...
Aye, as you will. Let us see what guidance can be had from the
What
stars.
if he's pregnant?
How may Lancelot Moore win the heart of this golden-haired maiden?
Why and Bear are making me so jealous. I want to get fun groceries and snack with my friends. A sudden religious conversion is strongly advised. Okay. If you're self-disciplined and patient, the maid's secret nature is hidden beneath a veil of false religious fervor. It would appear that Moore has a brutish nature. Moore would lose hand in marriage with the jewelry and fine things. The maid's father has a deceitful business partner. Moore should lie about the size of his fortune. A trifling task for such an oversauced peacockle. Peacockle? Yana, I'm gonna bite you so hard that it's crazy. Give her jewelry, you violent, evil man.
This maid does give off an air of piety, but in truth, she is no different from others of her sex. It would seem she hides a secret fondness for jewels and fine nicks and knacks. The stars also indicate that you would do well to make much of your masculine qualities of strength and bravery.
A most excellent plan, Foreman. Mayhap I take my love to the finest bear-baiting ring in London.
Jesus!
For there she will see I do never flinch at the sight of blood spilled. And as for fine things, I will impress her by wearing twice my usual number of necklaces and earrings.
This is powerful.
Verily, I will this very moment go to my tailor to order a much wider ruff.
Oh my god. Very powerful stuff. 70 the amount of jewelry.
Alice, but she likes a drink. She does care not what you think. Her head may end up down the sink, but Alice cares not what you think.
Good for her.
Good day, Mistress Black. What brings you?
Oh, Dr. Foreman, I have worked myself into such a state that I have urgent need of you.
Oh, you have you? Well then, let me just,
Yea, I have urgent need of your counsel. I am certain that my husband, Blarg, is hiding a shameful secret from me. As you doubtless did note from my flushedness of face and heaving of bosom, I burn with the fever of suspicion and curiosity.
Indeed, I did remark a fever upon your person, and wish fervently that I may bring it to a speedy resolution. Let us see. What is this secret that your husband, Thomas Blarg, hides from you?
Alice is to inherit wealth one day. Alice's husband serves his wife and family well through his frugal management of their affairs. The secret relates to a sudden transformation in fortune. Surely this refers to the Spanish treasure expedition Alice's husband invested in, but would it be right to reveal what I know to Alice? Is he intelligence, authority? Yeah, verily, Alice is impressed by my authority and intelligence, for sure. He's been carelessly optimistic with the family's finances, of course. A religious romance? Question mark? That's the only thing on this one? A religious romance question mark? Should I be nice? What is he at? 55? I've done so much for him and he doesn't even like fucking give a shit about me.
I fear the secret your husband hides is a sudden transformation from wealth to pauperdom. For he has been careless with your family's finances by making a series of bad business investments.
Lawks a mercy! That boil-brained chump has ruined us! Upon my virtue, I can hardly bear to think on it. Nay, nay, I cannot even.
She can't even.
Say, is that medicinal wine I spy on the shelf behind you, good sir? Prithee, pour your patient a dose of it. Simon makes a fine figure when he reads the stars wisely. Mayhap I stay a while and take wine and a little else with him.
Coitus post consultatus? Coitus post consultatio! Cheek spreader, welcome and congratulations.
Alas, for
Emma.
since she was made alive.
Where are the snakes, Emma?
She has much to mourn. Tis vexing, tis strife.
Yeah, when husbands be dying, dude.
For Lady Anne, such sorrow she has borne.
Good day, Mistress Delamere.
Good day, Dr. Foreman. 'Tis Lady Di now. I remarried after poor Mr. Delamere passed.
Verily? Oh, I am full sorry to hear of your husband's demise, my lady.
'Twas his weak heart, as you did warn me. John collapsed and died at a mask ball, for someone, we know not whom, came to the ball dressed as a monstrous spider. Poor Mr. Delamere.
Oh, no.
He was always so afeard of spiders.
Oh, what a ghastly business. You must have been most distressed.
Yes, I was. So I hope you will understand why I worry for the health of my new husband, Lord Dyer. Mayhap 'tis not at all, and yet...
And yet you would wish to know so that you may rest easier. Why, of course, my lady. Pray, describe Lord Dyer's troubles to me, no matter how trifling they may seem to you.
Well, I have noted that my husband awakens many times in the night to make water. Mayhap 'tis the reason why he tires so easily during the day. And he does oft complain of thirst and hunger, even after meals.
Frequent urination,
He has
tiredness,
diabetes?
dog-like appetite, and thirst. Be there anything else?
There is also a small wound on his hand. It does not appear grave, yet it has not healed, even though it be some weeks since he cut himself.
A wound that will not heal. Then let us see what the stars have to say.
What
Be
the
there
fuck
any
do the
grave
stars have to
illness
say?
troubling Mr. John Delamere?
Methinks you mean Lord Henry Dyer, Dr. Foreman.
I beseech your pardon, my lady. What illness troubles Lord Henry Dyer?
We have to find out for her. The diabetes. The diabetes. He's been bewitched. He has gangrene. I mean, I have to go with the diabetes. Because that's really powerful.
It seemed Lord Dyer suffers from the diabetes. 'Tis a grave case of it, I am afeard.
God mend me. Then how am I to keep my husband from dying of it?
Well, the consumption of lettuce seeds and barley water can help, and you must not allow him to take honey or sweetmeats. In truth, I am a little concerned about the wound on his lordship's hand, though it be minor. 'Tis the diabetes that prevents it from healing.
Oh, then what should be done about it?
Take Lord Dyer to a barber surgeon, where he may have leeches applied to his wound. This will draw out the corrupt blood to hasten the healing. But prithee, be sure that your husband never cuts himself again, for the corruption of blood such cuts occasion in a sufferer of the diabetes, well, they oftentimes
She's gonna
prove
cut the
fatal.
shit out of him and then pour
I
honey
shall
on his
do
body.
precisely as you advised, Dr. Foreman. I thank ye heartily, sir. Good day.
She's like, my husband got cut in half and then honey. He fell into some honey. It was crazy. Honey, sweetmeats. God.
Here comes Avis
Oh my god, Avis.
the fallen stair. I else would she have come here, mayhap she's gravely ill.
Good day, Mistress Allen. I hear a child was lately born to you. I trust he is well?
Yes, indeed. God has favoured us with a healthy boy. He is a true blessing to Mr. Allen and me. And we pray he remains so. That is, that this child remains in good health. And as I do ail of something, normally I would not have come, but methinks 'tis best I am treated, for the sake of Marmaduke, lest he take ill from me.
I see. Then pray describe your troubles to me, Mistress Allen.
Well, in truth, 'tis but a cough, but indeed at first I thought 'twas naught but a chilly cold, but 'tis many weeks now, and it lingers still. Forsooth, I am afeard it does grow worse.
Many weeks, you say? Aye, that is most concerning. Let us see what the stars have to say. What ails Mistress Avis Allen, and how may she be cured?
Every single one of these is going to be like with Simon's dick. Grave case of mattering in the breast. She's been bewitched. I want you guys to know, every time I say bewitched, I think about that Mabim Bam bit where they're naming bird parts and they're like, bebeaked. So.
Before I complete my judgment, madam, I must ask a question of, medical relevance.
Befeathered.
Who is the true father of your...
God mend me, Simon! You would plague me with your suspicious fancies even now, in my very hour of need. Have you no thought for my son and my... I am full sick of your jealous delusions. Oh, verily, I should never have come. I will bid ye good day now, Simon.
But would you not wish to know what ails you?
I indeed, I would. Which is why I will be finding myself another doctor.
Yes, she melted. Perfect. Yeah, girl, please find someone with a medical license.
When the story seems both crucial facts left untold. When the story seems both crucial facts left
Can you get Pregante?
When from protests is pushed to the testes. Ferraro, signor Ferraro.
Good day, Signor Ferraro. How may I do you service?
How may you do me service, huh? 'Tis a question, is it not? I do hear you offer many different services, huh? Not just in medicine, for you are a dottore of a special
You wanna
kind.
fuck? What are you
One who gives
saying to
answers
me?
to all the problems, see?
Forsooth, 'tis true, Signor. In my practice, I endeavour to treat the whole man. Mind, body, soul, the location of his missing household items. All are connected at a holistic level. I take it this time you are come about a problem that does not pertain to a bodily complaint?
See, tis my mama. She does worry night and day. She say, Ricardo, you must go to the wise man who reads the stars and have him tell you what your future holds. I say, Mama, if it'll make you happy, I will go to Signor Foreman and ask him.
I see. And is there any particular reason for your mother to be thus concerned? Be you faced with some kind of imminent danger?
A particular reason, you say? Nay, signor, she needs no reason to worry. Mia madre is an Italian mama.
Ah, yes, of course.
Oh, yeah.
You see now, huh? She is not like these London mamas who make the children live in a cupboard with the dog.
Well, then, mayhap the stars might
Yeah.
offer your devoted mother some comfort. What does the future hold for Ricardo Ferraro and his mother?
He's not being honest, and soon his deceptions may be discovered. So... Your relationship is about to undergo a transformation? No, I don't care about this! Young man who's in a relationship with his mother will betray her. He will inherit a lot from his mom. Come on, dude. I want to know. And I want us to kiss. to be quite honest about it.
I am afeard these stars reveal information of a most disturbing nature.
Verily?
Aye. When you first came to me, you did tell me that you worked in trade. And yet my chart very plainly indicates that you are an authority figure, connected with a learned institution over which you hold a position of responsibility. Indeed, it would seem that you are not who you say you are. Do you deny it, Signor?
Oh, Sirrah! You would accuse me of calling myself something I am not? Look at you, Sirrah, a charlatan who would call himself a doctor. You are naught but a pretender.
Fie, sir! It is you who are the pretender. For 'tis clear you are not the merchant of Venice you pretend to be. Who are you? What is your true name, sir?
You will know it in time, Sirrah, for we shall meet again. I bid you good day, Dr. Foreman.
What? The evil laugh. The creature. I completed a storyline. So there's much sorrow that I write to inform you of the death of my dear wife Avis these 2 days past. Her new doctor could not save her, even though he held a medical license and was thus highly skilled. Although you were no longer my wife's doctor, I'm grateful for the kindness you have shown Avis over the years, and I know she has too indeed. She spoke of you in her final words, saying, "Oh, Simon, forgive me, Simon," or something of the like. Doubtless this expression of guilt was in reference to a bill for your services that she had not yet settled. How like my poor wife to have been thinking of her obligations to others until her very last breath. I enclose with you this missive of the sum of 1 shilling and beg your forgiveness for late payment. Pour one out.
We put forth my love with thy tears, for you are
I'm very upset. Like his voice was way too masculine for me to fully believe it. But for a moment, I believed in Mpreg in this day and age. I believed in Mpreg.
But why did you not let me save you, Avis? Why did you entrust your precious life to another doctor?
Oh, seppuku.
An ignorant impostor who knows not how to read the stars to judge an illness. Oh, my beloved Avis. Why did you die before I had the chance to...
Who is to blame for the death? I caused this tragedy by being aggressive. No, we're not. Self-awareness? Self-awareness? Absolutely not. Lies and rumors circulating about Avis concerning her Catholic faith provoked anxious passions that exacerbated her illness. It was the doctor who was wrong.
Verily, then 'tis as I thought. My Avis was a victim of London's corrupt medical establishment. A bright star brought down by a so-called doctor who hides his lack of skill behind a mere piece of parchment with the words medical license writ upon it. A
Big
qualification
physic.
granted him by men of the College of Physicians with whom he doubtless went to school. Fie upon the lot of them!
I want to sneeze.
May God punish that band of quacksalvers for the suffering they have wrought, and if not God, then why? I shall avenge you, Avis. Mark me, my dearest love. I shall make those doctors pay for their crimes.
Yana, I want to see how bad he can get, you know? If I summon my spirit guides to aid me, would you consent to speak to me from beyond the grave? Like, this is the level I want him at. I want him doing necromancy.
When you are shook by something in a book where it says that you might have some rare malady, see Dr. Foreman, be sure to inform him you have it on very good authority.
Good day, Mr. Mag. What brings you?
I am exceeding ill, Dr. Foreman. Verily I am. And you know my wife. She is refusing to hear anything about it. 'Tis but another of your delusions, Nicholas, she says. She will not even look at it.
Look at what? Oh, I see. You may pull up your breeches now. Pray let me examine you more closely. Raise your chin, if you please. Now, loosen your garter and remove your stocking. I am afeard this verily is grave. Most grave indeed.
'Tis?
His dick fell off?
Verily?
I believe so. But we must have it confirmed by the stars. Let us consult them now. What explains these swellings that have arisen on various parts of Nicholas Mugg's body?
Oh. His dick didn't fall off. Scrofula, disease characterized by swelling in the nostrils on the lymph nodes and behind the knees. It's fucked up. Mug has the plague. Give him the water!
You are gravely ill with the plague. It is oft fatal, but you are in good hands. For during the Great Plague of '92, I was able to save many a soul from the grave with my famous strong water. A moment, if you please, while I retrieve it from my cabinet. But, sir, unhand it, sir. The dosage is very precise.
No, fucking chug
not,
it.
Nay, not the whole bottle.
Chug.
Ye gods, man. What
Chug,
have you done?
chug.
Methinks I am dying.
Oh, whoa. A fatal dose. Alas, I am sorry for it, sir, but you were never meant to drink so much of it. Oh, may God forgive me.
Maybe it's fine.
Nay, do not blame yourself, Doctor. Thank ye heartily, for at last all shall know, my wife, my friends, how wrong they were, and how I did speak true.
Can I have a letter of recommendation before you...
William! William!
Okay, it's fine.
Oh, curse it, where is that feckless manservant of mine? William! Go forth and fetch the vicar!
But can I have a letter of recommendation? Oh!
Mr. Foreman, you have been called before this assembly of the College of Physicians to answer the charge of practicing medicine without
this what you
a
wear?
medical license. What have you to say in your defense? Would you deny practicing medicine, sir?
Why, no, I would not deny it. My practice is well known. Indeed, since I helped cure the plague of '92 with my strong water...
Then you admit you have committed this most grievous offense.
Ah, well, 'tis true I'm not technically licensed, but I fail to see how...
You fail to see? Then permit me to enlighten you, sir. A medical license.
I wish he was
assures
doing the
residents
accent
of
during
London
this.
That a physician has the necessary education and skill to treat them. By practicing without qualification, you have not only broken the law, you have endangered the lives of your patients. Indeed, we have received reports that a man by the name of Nicholas Mugg, a wig maker of Silver Street, has lately died under your care.
Aye, well, that was most lamentable, but not my fault, sir. Mr. Mugg took a far greater dose of my strong water than I advised him to. He chose the dosage himself. In truth, one might say that the cause of death in this instance was, well, Nicholas Mugg practicing without a medical license.
Silence, Mr. Foreman! Your
He's a
impudent
comedian.
japery may well be suffered by your patients, but it will not be tolerated here.
I do apologize, Mr. Smith.
Besides the death of this patient, we have gathered ample evidence of your malpractice, Mr. Foreman. Indeed, we have had this illegal operation of yours under observation for quite some time.
'Twas you, Riccardo Ferraro, the merchant from Venice.
Simon.
All along he was you, Richard Smith, the Queen's royal physician.
Simon.
Then I take it, Mr. Smith, you are unsatisfied with the medical care I gave you?
Sir, we are well aware of your occult practices. What you so boldly call medical care was naught but advice conjured up by means of dark magic. You have no understanding of physic or astrology.
But my knowledge of both physic and astrology is unparalleled.
If that is so, then doubtless you will happily submit to having
Dude,
your
hell yeah,
knowledge
boss
examined
battle.
before this assembly.
Oh, I haven't checked any of this. Wait. Oh, Cillian. Oh. Okay, wait, no, wait, no, wait. I'm gonna freak out, dude. Okay. Sacabambas. He's so little. He's so little. I really like him. So your friend, this is my best friend. Oh, he's blushing. Wait. Look at him. Look at him. Look at his tail. He's perfect. What if I streamed like this? His tail's so hard. Oh, he's really good. He's my friend. Alright. Alright. Wait, I'm doing the crouch. Why does this happen to me? Why do I crouch like this? It's like very funny that this happens to me. Stop. Okay. Smaller. Okay. My guy. My best friend. Okay. My best friend is here to support me. I don't know the answer of any of these because I was not paying attention. I was picking the funniest answer. So I didn't give a fuck about any of this. I was just like, who's pregnant? Like I was like, nope. What's phlegm? No. Scorpio! The dick thing!
Silence! Simon Foreman, you have failed. Constable,
but I knew about the dick!
And take him from hence to jail.
But, sir, this is most unjust. Pray afford me the chance to unhand me, you rogue.
Sir, I'm happy to inform that I've secured your release from jail by way of my friendship with Mistress Maud Smith, wife of the president of the College of Physicians. We've contrived to have her husband believe that you enjoy the favor of John Whitgift, the Archbishop of Canterbury, and that the Archbishop plans to grant you a medical license. But whilst you will be freed this day, our ruse will not hold for long, for Maud says the college intends to write to the Archbishop to warn him that you are a charlatan and to urge him not to grant you a license. Alice, save me.
Alice Black, she feels no shame, and forsooth is she to blame. If we were her, we'd do the same. Alice Black, she feels no shame.
Good day, Mistress Blagg. Before we start, I must thank you for having used your influence to help me resolve my recent difficulties.
Say nothing of it. Those doctors and their College of Physicians. Naught but a band of piss-pot sniffing bullies, so they are. Besides, I needed you out of prison so that you might read the stars for me.
Of course.
I see. And what would you have me advise you on?
What know you of Richard Bancroft, the Bishop of London?
Not much, in truth. But I did attend the Easter service at St. Paul's. I found the bishop's sermon on the virtues of chastity and abstinence most compelling. Why, you know him well?
Not very well as yet. I was seated beside him at an Episcopal dinner Saturday last. We discoursed a while. Bishop Bancroft is a most charming man. But there was a moment when we did both reach for the brandy decanter. Our eyes met and Well, I felt something.
Everyone's feeling things.
'Twas a spark between you and the bishop? You felt a certain frisson in the air?
Nay, I felt a certain hand up my skirts, more like.
His Grace put his hand up your skirts. Madam, may I say how...
Save your congratulations, Foreman. The bishop's not in the bag yet. Hence why I am come to you. Now that I have piqued his interest, I would have the stars tell me how to secure it.
Ah, then you wish to pursue an amorous affair with Bishop Bancroft. But what of your husband, Dean Blagg?
Oh, do not speak to me of my husband. Thomas Blagg is not fit to secure his wife's future. He is not fit for many of his marital duties, truth be told. But you did warn me of Blagg's financial ruin, and for that I am grateful.
Forsooth, I am glad I was able to be of service to you, Mistress Blagg.
Speaking of such, let us press on with this day's readings, if you please.
Of course, let us consult the stars. How may Mistress Blagg secure the lasting affections of Richard Bancroft, the Bishop of London?
Should lie to the bishop by telling him she's with his child. No, I don't think that's a good idea. Alice changes her approach and exercises constraint. Good angels will aid in her plans. Her chance of romantic success will be enhanced if she adopts a quiet, demure manner. The responsible thing to do would be to tell us some hard truths and afford her some perspective. Her reaction to this might be unpredictable. No. Engaging in sin would go... She's being careless. No! Just tell her to fucking go for it, dude. Just tell her to, like... I don't want her to get mad at me. She's my ride or die. But I also don't want to be like, tell the fucking Pope that you're with child. It's a very Alice option. That's true. And we are assigning everybody pregnant. I forgot about my fucking goal.
The stars suggest a most ingenious plan for ensnaring the bishop, Mistress Blagg.
Oh, verily?
Aye, 'tis most cunning. First, you must offer him your tender favours, and then, several weeks following this encounter, you must go to him and tell him you are with child. If the bishop be a man of sentiment, the news will doubtless make him feel bound to you.
I own that such a ruse could work. 'Tis hardly ingenious, though, is it? Half the mothers in London give their daughters such advice.
Do they indeed? Well, there is more. The stars suggest you will find occasion for such an encounter while the bishop is away from home on business. Mayhap you arrange a discreet assignation for his next visit to the Archbishop's palace in Lambeth.
On my honour, that is not a bad idea. In sooth, I think it may do very well. For as 'tis oft said, that which does occur at Lambeth Palace does bide at Lambeth Palace.
Of course.
Indeed. How very intriguing. Pray tell me of these goings-on at Lambeth Palace.
Tell me! Coitus post consultato? I put my farthingale back on the wrong way round.
Lancelot more, lovely his passion, lacking in mind, fulsome in
Did the bears eat your wife?
unwise truths, calls him start, he yet persists in chasing.
Hello.
Good day, sir, and well met. Oh, pray tell, did you secure the hand of the golden-haired maiden?
She's last
Yea,
week's
verily
news.
I did. But 'twas through luck alone. For though your advice to impress her with jewels and manly pursuits was most excellent wise, She took ill against me. She even called me a peacocking bear-botherer. But luckily, her father shares my love of rough sports and was greatly impressed by my semblance of wealth.
Fuck her
He
dad?
promised me her hand in marriage, and I was made the happiest of men.
Then I must congratulate you on your forthcoming nuptials. Will you be having a summer wedding, or...?
Congratulate me? Do not congratulate me, Foreman, for I am the unhappiest of men.
Okay.
It was but a day after our engagement was announced that my love became afflicted with the smallpox. Naturally, I was all a terror. Would she perish? So wretched was I with fear, I almost died of fright.
Aye, naturally. Smallpox is a most terrible disease. I intend to write a small treatise on the subject.
But then, alas! Fate struck the cruelest of blows upon my soul.
Oh, verily. Poor girl. May she rest in peace. Or re-squeeze in pace, as we Latin scholars say.
What? Nay, death would have been a mercy. For once cured, the maid arose from her sickbed bearing hideous scars. Her once fair cheeks, thus so cratered, to make the very moon wane with envy.
I see. And now you wish to extract yourself from your engagement, I presume.
Naturally. But her brother and father are fearsome men with a taste for rough sport, and her mother's tongue is as sharp as a barber's blade. I worry that my breach of promise may be taken ill.
Then let me see if I may fathom the family's reaction from the stars. What will become of breaking your engagement to this once fair, now pox-scarred maid?
Simon, why do you say that like you're so disappointed in him? You're the same. He has cause for hope regarding the young lady's forgiveness. The maiden will bear the dissolution of her engagement with quiet grace. The maiden's father's being careless with his legacy. The god's punishment is on the way. So, go to a foreign country. He's going to die. The thing is, he's very stupid. So, I don't know what to tell him, because he's not going to take it well. He's very stupid. Just be chill, dude.
Ah, good tidings! While the family may well take your decision ill, good angels guide them toward restraint and discipline in their actions. The maid herself will endure it with quiet forbearance.
Quiet forbearance? By the saints, what a wondrous creature is she! Verily, I am disappointed that I must break off with her, for truly there is no mountain I would not climb.
Oh my
no
God.
trial I would not endure to wed a maid of so sweet a disposition. But I must be brave, and go at once to break the news to her.
Congrats, bud. How long will this wretched business take? I pray there be time to take in a play afterwards. Does he know about men? Kissing men?
Glory, glory to the Lord. The Lord, Archbishop Whitgift. Glory.
Yeah, it's him. Yeah. Here he is. That's how I want to be introduced from now on.
Ho! Ho there! Be there anyone at home?
Oh.
Is it? By the saints! 'Tis
Oh,
none
Cheeks,
other
you're
than
right.
Archbishop John Whitgift. Your Grace, I am most honoured by this most unexpected visit.
Truly, 'tis most unexpected, as I just so happened to be passing by. Indeed, I was riding by in my carriage when I found myself struck ill. My chaplain did suggest I take rest at the nearest residence, which did so happen to be this small dwelling. Forsooth, these rooms have the look of a physician's consulting chambers. Mayhap you are a doctor? If that be true, then praise be to God for this happy coincidence.
A most fortunate coincidence indeed. I am Simon Foreman, a doctor of astrology and physic. At your service, your grace.
Well then, Dr. Dr. Foreman, was it? Perchance you will tell me what ails me. I feel a kind of pain and heaviness in my side, and I know not if this be related, but my skin has of late become most unattractive in appearance.
Pain in the right side of the body and
Who's talking about their bones?
Skin?
Her Majesty did remark upon it most wittily the other day at a meeting of the Privy Council. Your face does serve as a warning to us all, Archbishop.
Her Majesty the Queen, verily. A moment, if I may, your grace, while I consult the stars. What does cause the suffering of his grace,
Yeti!
the most reverend John Whitgift, the Archbishop
It's
of
Tuesday,
Canterbury?
welcome! The jaundice, a condition characterized by color seeping into the skin when the tube connecting the gallbladder to the liver is blocked. That has bad implications. Cardiac passion. Well, not going to take this very well. Here we go.
You are afflicted with jaundice, your grace.
It's Canadian
Yellow
Day.
bile has seeped into your skin,
My fellow Canadian.
causing it to become yellow-hued in appearance.
'Tis the jaundice, is it?
The jaundice.
I see.
Pray, have a servant boil this pouch of herbs in water. The liquor is to be injected up the fundament once each day. It should draw the collar away from your skin and into your bowels. William!
Excellent. I will have my chaplain see to it.
William.
My. Who do we have here?
Before you take your leave, your grace,
Gay
I
people!
would have my manservant William let blood from your right arm.
Indeed. Very well, then.
Before you depart, your grace, perchance I might trouble you with a request of my own?
Good day, sir. My chaplain will settle payment with you anon.
Gay people. William Buck.
What does it matter if errors he makes?
Alex, welcome.
And other things Essex breaks. Our Lord has much engaged with the risks he takes. Commoners may pay, but nobles only learn from their mistakes.
Yeah.
Good day, my lord, and well met. Indeed, methinks I have not seen your lordship since last year, afore you set off with Sir Walter Raleigh to capture those Spanish treasure ships.
Ah, yes. Doubtless you heard what became of that expedition. The town criers called it Raleigh and Essex's gold piracy fail, declaring it the biggest balls-up since the English Armada.
Aye, 'twas most ill-mannered of them, if I may remark.
The directions you gave me were entirely wrong, for we never came across the Spanish fleet. Indeed, we found ourselves becalmed in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Raleigh blames me for it, and although I did explain to him that it was entirely your fault, as I had gotten the navigational coordinates from you, that seemed to bother him even more.
My lord, I am full sorry for any error I may have made in my calculations. Forsooth, I pray I may assist you better this day. What is it you would ask of the stars?
I would have you tell me how I might regain the favour of the Queen. Indeed, 'tis strange she has not yet gotten over her displeasure, for the incident did occur many months ago, and we had every intention of returning her warships, filled to the brim with gold, I might add.
Yeah.
Besides, how in the devil's name were we supposed to know the King of Spain would choose that very same month to invade England? I have not the power to predict the future.
Well, nay, but I have, my lord, if you had asked me to.
Verily, 'tis not to be borne. Only last week at a meeting of the Privy Council, during a minor disagreement regarding the Catholic rebellion in Ireland, she called me an impudent lordsplainer, whereupon she rose from her chair and mollywopped me in the face. I half drew my sword upon her.
You mean the Queen?
Aye, indeed. Her behaviour was most shocking. I even asked the royal physician whether she may have lost her mind. She is, after all, most elderly. But Mr. Smith assures me she is in very fine health and is in full control of her faculties.
Her Majesty's behaviour is a mystery indeed, although mayhap it should not surprise us. A man's reason is oft insufficient to fathom the workings of the feminine mind, and, in such cases, he may have little choice but to call upon divine wisdom. To wit, let us see what the stars can tell us. What must Lord Devereux do to regain the Queen's favour?
Reverses change of fortune by turning his working relationship with the Queen into a sexual one. If he's gentle, he might get what he wants. He should pretend to be in love. I mean, we're gonna pick that one. Not a military campaign? No. Absolutely not. This is the funniest answer.
Lord, the stars suggest you may regain the Queen's favour by offering her yours.
By offering her my favour?
Well, your tender favours, to be precise.
God's underlumps! You would have me bed the Queen? Doubtless you have never seen Her Majesty at close quarters. Elizabeth may be in fine health for an old woman, but she is more advanced in years than my own mother.
I am afeard the stars are most clear on this, my lord. Indeed, Pluto being coupled with Uranus, aye, 'tis clear a gentle wooing leading to intimate relations with Her Majesty is your only means of quelling her current animus towards you.
I see. Well then, if woo her I must, then woo her I will. If only to regain my influence and ensure the safety of the realm. I must avert my eyes and think of England.
He loved it. I think I would bed the devil and his grandmother if it helped me regain my position at court. Gay rights.
He disapproves of Mary for her views, they make him sick, but pray he does not tell her lest she punch him in the punch him in the
Yeah.
Good day, Mistress Payne. How may I help you this day?
Blessed day, Dr. Foreman. I am just come from taking my niece to visit Rochester Cathedral. Thomas Blogg is the cathedral's dean, I believe. Know you of Dean Blogg?
Aye, I know something of him.
Verily, that man is a model to us all. Under his stewardship, the cathedral's decadent furnishings have been stripped away. He has even replaced the silver candlesticks with pewter. Such pious modesty in the sight of God.
Yeah.
Is he indeed? How very interesting. And, godly, yes. But what is it that brings you this day?
Before I begin upon my business, Dr. Foreman, I must commend you for correctly predicting the sinking of the Spanish Armada.
Ah, yes. 'Twas I who did predict the great storm that sunk the Spanish ships, was it not? I have oft thought that careful study of coastal weather patterns may provide...
And we must give thanks to God for the divine vengeance he wrought upon the heretics. I did hear that by morning our beaches were verily littered with the corpses of Spanish sailors. Praise be to the Lord, his glory to behold.
Yeah, praise be to the killing.
Yes, praise be. But all the same, you seem anxious this day, Mistress Payne. What is troubling you?
Indeed, I am troubled, Dr. Foreman. I fear for the Queen's health. Everyone is saying that as she is exceeding old, she is soon to die.
Ah, yes, I quite understand your feelings, madam. How we love our good Queen Bessie. Long may she reign. But will she? That is the question, Bessie. Is it not? For she cannot live forever, and when at last she does expire, we shall be stricken with such lamentation and grief.
Mayhap you, but not I. Elizabeth Tudor is naught but a sceptred whore, but still a whore who presides over the Church of England and keeps Rome at bay.
Oh.
And without an heir, who knows what manner of foreigner may succeed her when she dies?
Oh my God, no!
For all we know, he may flood the land with foul popery.
A foreigner.
Foul popery? I take it you do not care for dried floral arrangements. But, madam, surely fresh flowers are more customary at royal funerals.
Did you not heed me, Mr. Foreman? I wish to know whether the English throne is safe from a Catholic successor.
Ah, yes, of course. Then let us consult the stars. Is our Queen's long reign in danger of ending soon? And if so, do we risk a Catholic succeeding her to the throne?
No, look. The Queen is in love. The fuck does this mean? Cooperation over foreign countries is not what it seems. King James. Violence. The Queen is in love, though. Assign the Queen pregnant. She's like 100 years old. Assign her pregnant.
I have good news for you, Mistress Payne. Though our Queen be advanced in years, she has lately taken a secret lover. And, well, it would now seem that she is with child.
With child? At her age, Dr. Foreman?
I've assigned her pregnant.
Aye, praised be. It is a miracle. And the bastard child will be legitimized and named Elizabeth's heir. You may be assured, Mistress Payne, that an English Tudor prince will succeed to the throne upon our Queen's death.
Looks a mercy! Were a babe to issue forth from such an elderly womb, 'twould be naught but the spawn of Satan come to lead us all through the gates of hell. Verily, I'm surprised at you, Dr. Foreman. To call such unnatural doings miracles may well be the practice of the Pope in Rome, but such heresies have no place here in England. I bid you good day, sir.
But everyone's pregnant. What if it said all this and then it was like coitus post-consent? Oh no.
Much of it lately spilled in the mud. Had some different choices been made, might Lancelot have been spared from the blade.
You got stabbed?
Good day, Mr. Moore. How fare you this fine Tuesday? Oh, on my word, you do not look well. Your face is very pale, and I detect a foul odour.
'Tis true, I fare not well, but there is no reason to be rude about it, Foreman.
Sir, I was merely expressing my concern. You appear stricken with fever, and, methinks, an infected wound.
Aye, I shall undo my breeches for you. There, do you see?
My, I do see.
I don't.
'Tis a knife wound by the look of it.
The barber surgeon did stitch it up, but now it does ooze this noisome green stuff all over my fine linens. So I came to you.
And you were very right to do so.
Aye, I was, because I think it only fair that you fix it. After all, this is all your fault, Foreman.
My fault? Sir, I do not follow.
You told me I had nothing to fear from that wretched maiden's family when I broke off my engagement, but you were wrong.
Then I am most sorry for it. I gather the family did not take the news philosophically.
Verily, they did not. The maid herself wept, as is to be expected, but the father took it most violently. He called me an oath-breaking chudlord, whereupon he laid hands upon me and threw me out onto the street.
Indeed.
But 'twas not the end of it.
I wouldn't be an
Some weeks
oath-breaking
later,
chudlord.
I was set upon by the maid's brother and his band of knaves. They left me for dead behind an alehouse. If I had not been discovered by the night watch, I might have died.
Sorry business indeed. I will have my manservant William clean your wound and apply a balm
William
to it.
can change him.
But pray tell me more of your fever. How oft does it come?
Well, I did not have this fever yesterday, and I was well enough to go to church on Sunday. Oh, and to the theatre the day before. But Friday last, I was stricken abed with it.
He's pregnant.
Fever this day and Friday last. Now mayhap we consult the stars. What kind of fever has Lancelot Moore?
He's pregnant. Please. Condition fever. Putrefied phlegm. Horton fever. Persian fever. Which suggests an addiction. He was fine yesterday. And he said he was fine Sunday. I don't know what day it is. I don't know what day it is. It's not every day. It's one of these two. Third day? Have you been drinking? Sure. I don't know, man.
You have the tertian
I genuinely
fever,
don't know.
a fever that comes every 3 days. It causes rigor and vomiting, headache, and a sharp heat that runs throughout the body. First, William will bleed you.
God's breakfast. Do you not know your numbers, Foreman? As I did expressly tell you the last time I had this fever, 'twas Friday.
I don't know the day of the week.
Tuesday is 4 full days after Friday, not 3. Oh, yea, verily, there are times when I do not think you pay sufficient heed to what I say, Foreman.
Well, I don't know what day of the week it is. I want him to fall in love with William.
Rejoice, rejoice.
Oh my god, he's here.
Served by the bishop to his guests for dinner.
Oh.
Rejoice, rejoice in the lamb and
Beef and pork and swamp pie. Of course.
Good day and well met, Lord Archbishop. What a pleasure it is to welcome your grace once more to my humble consulting chambers. Do you ail of something, sir?
Nay, I am in good health. I am come for information. That is, I am come for an astrological reading concerning one of my deans, Thomas Blagg, the Dean of Rochester Cathedral. I hear you are acquainted with him, are you not?
Yes, so please your grace. I am honoured to say that Dean Blagg is one of my querents.
I see. What a remarkable coincidence. Then you may know that Dean Blagg has been petitioning me to promote him to the rank of bishop, specifically to grant him the vacant seat of the bishopric of Salisbury. I wonder if you, that is, if the stars and planets and so forth, might tell me if there be any reason why Thomas Blagg might not be a fitting candidate for such a position of responsibility.
I see. Then let us see what the stars can tell us. Should Thomas Blagg, Dean of Rochester, be made the Bishop of Salisbury?
No. The answer is no. He's not an honorable man. This guy. No, he's just gay, dude. Leave him alone. It's ridiculous he's being committed against the church, by the way. So. Dean is questioning his religious principles. He's on an emotional journey. No, I'm writing him out. I don't give a shit.
You must not grant Thomas Blagg the bishopric of Salisbury, your grace, for it seems Dean Blagg has been embezzling from the church. He has been removing cathedral furnishings, fine paintings, tapestries, candlesticks, and the like, and selling them for his own enrichment, or mayhap to pay off his personal debts.
Verily? Well, I do hear it remarked that the Rochester Cathedral has been looking a little Puritan of late. Mayhap I shall have my chaplain cast an eye over the cathedral accounts.
Before you leave, your grace, perchance I may broach a small matter of my own. Methinks you have the power to grant medical licenses, do you not? Although I am an experienced physician, you may have heard of my work during the plague of 1592, for instance, I'm
Becca,
not
my
technically
debate
licensed
is
to
that
practice
I don't
medicine.
even care if Simon
It has been
dies as
causing
long as
some
everyone's pregnant.
administrative troubles of late. I wonder if your grace might condescend to help me by...
You would have me grant you a medical license, would you? I suppose that might be arranged. Leave it with me, and I will have my chaplain look into it.
I thank you heartily, your grace. Your grace is most
We might
generous.
have to sacrifice William.
Alice Blog is on the make, mayhap even on the take. Could it be for her family's sake? Seriously, give her a break.
Seriously, though, give her a break.
God give you good day, Mistress Blogg. Pray tell, what brings you?
I would know whether my lover, Owen Wood, is resolved to leave me something in his will. A small legacy, mayhap. A large one. I do hope he intends to leave me something.
Owen Wood? He is the Dean of Armagh, is he not? But were you not pursuing, Richard Bancroft, the Bishop of London?
Aye, and your notion to use Lambeth Palace for an assignation did work wondrous well.
Wow.
We had a small dalliance, the bishop and I. But 'tis all over now, for I did end it.
Only a small dalliance. But I thought your plans for the bishop were larger in scope. In our last consultation, you had me believe you were looking for something more substantial.
Aye, I was. But I will not lie, I was disappointed.
Fair.
I see.
That's fair.
Now, perchance, we may proceed to this matter concerning Owen Wood. Pray tell, why would you wish to know whether he has included you in his will? Is he gravely ill?
Not presently, but methinks he will be soon, for he has gone to Ireland to join that peacocking mumphead, the Earl of Essex.
No,
I see.
Mumphead.
He has gone to fight in Robert Devereux's military campaign to put down the Catholic rebels in Ireland. But you're being a little harsh, are you not? 'Tis true he has had some bad luck of late, but the Earl is a fine...
Oh, a swole-headed failson is what his lordship is. 'Twould not surprise me if he read his map upside down and marched his men into a bog to drown. Pray, let us do my reading, if you please.
Certainly. If Owen Wood, the Dean of Armagh, were to die, would Alice Blogg inherit anything from his estate?
Obsessed with this. He's frittered away his fortune. This time Harlan will be gentle. Good angels will compel him to be faithful to his wife. Conflict and deceit. Keeping a secret to be revealed upon his death. He could not resist being charitable to his lover. She's due to receive a legacy from Wood upon his death, much to the surprise and chagrin of Mistress Wood. Really powerful stuff. I don't want to get her hopes up is the thing. You know, I don't want to be like, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of money, and then, like, she doesn't get a lot of money, and then she yells at me, because she's good. But, like, I don't fucking know, dude. But I want it to be this one. Who's to say? You know what? Sure, girl. Whatever, fuck it.
You are indeed mentioned in Dean Wood's will. Unbeknownst to his wife, he plans to leave you a portion of his fortune.
Portion of his fortune.
Forsooth, that is what the stars do tell. But if I might offer you my own counsel...
Oh, what an angel of a man! Did I not know it? Dearest Owen, I shall raise a toast to him at the Quiet Bear this even.
Okay. Said I will sleep soundly, mayhap for the first time since I learned that Blogg has ruined us.
Almighty God,
No, Blogg!
thy servant Thomas Blogg, take him in thine
Timmy, welcome!
arms, and shake sense into him.
Yeah.
Good dawning, D. Blogg. How may I do you service this day?
I hope you will do me service, Dr. Foreman. For at my last consultation, you served me very ill.
Ah.
Indeed. Your prediction that Raleigh and Essex would succeed in capturing those Spanish treasure ships did put me in a most lamentable position. I had my tailor fashion me these fine new robes, and now I have not the money to pay him for it.
Then I'm heartily sorry for it, sir. Though your new robes are indeed very fine. Is that a different shade of black, or...?
And I know not how, but my wife Alice has lately learned of our perilous financial situation.
Ah, has she?
Aye, and she has had me petition the Archbishop for a promotion. 'Tis her reckoning that if I were promoted to bishop, the increased living would enable me to settle our debts.
For sure.
That would seem wise under the circumstances. And was your petition successful?
It was. At least at first. Indeed, His Grace did have me believe he is minded to make me Bishop of Salisbury.
The bishopric of Salisbury? But that is excellent well, is it not?
It would be very well, forsooth. But many months have passed, and the Archbishop gives yet no sign of granting the vacant bishopric to anybody.
I see.
Bishop.
And he does not say when the matter may be decided?
Nay, indeed, he does not. Whenever I raise the question with His Grace, he says he needs time to consider the various episcopal and doctrinal matters concerning such an appointment. All the while, he has me performing additional duties that I dare not refuse, lest I lose his favour. And Mistress Blarg has sent him pies upon numerous occasions.
And yet the Archbishop is not moved?
The pies!
Oh, he must be a very hard man indeed, for your wife's pies are well renowned for their powers of persuasion. Now, let us see what the stars can tell us. Will Thomas Blarg, Dean of Rochester, be granted the bishopric of Salisbury?
No. Because I made sure of it. He's demonstrated his godliness, and he'll be realized, and no. I've made sure that this won't happen. God will help Blarg succeed by radically transforming the Archbishop's opinion of Blarg's intelligence. Thus, raising the Archbishop's esteem, Blarg will be granted the bishopric, which comes considerable increase in pay. He's advised to travel with his wife. You'll be granted a bishop, but it's like way the fuck over there. Like way the fuck over there, dude. Like... I want to do this. No, you're lying. You're lying and everyone knows you're lying and it's over.
You will never be granted the bishopric of Salisbury, I fear. For the Archbishop has discovered some irregularities in the management of Rochester Cathedral. Some missing furnishings, I think?
Well, I mean to say, if indeed that be so, then 'tis most egregious. I will have some very stern words with my chaplain.
Worry not, sir. The stars indicate that His Grace would wish to avoid any unpleasantness. As is customary with church scandal, he will doubtless remain quiet on the matter for the sake of reputation.
Ah, well, of course I too would not want to bring shame upon the church.
Of course.
If there be such vile, false rumours circulating about me, it would be wrong not to consider the attention that my promotion to bishop would invite. I own that I am shocked and disappointed by this, but I must thank you for forewarning me.
Yeah. Would that I had not replaced all the silver candlesticks with pewter and left the 2 on the altar. Yeah, dude, would you had not done that? That's a lot. Please save me. Why are you back? All I do is ruin your life. Why are you back? I can't count. I can't read. You're not pregnant.
They damn him to hell.
Ah, good morrow, Mr. Moore. How fare you this day?
Forsooth, I fare very well, for I have become acquainted with the most wondrous of creatures. A lady who has lately been widowed.
Ah, let me just take some notes here. Is this one dark or fair? Auburn with eyes of green, mayhap? I do not believe there's yet been an auburn-haired maid.
Fie, Mr. Foreman. Prithee show more respect for ladies than to view them as mere collections of physical charms.
Get owned.
Beauty alone is of nothing to a man such as I. Nay, my heart does belong to a worldly woman of culture and learning.
Oh no.
Her head almost as striking as the soft hair and
Her
radiant eyes that adorn it. Indeed, her gift of understanding is so strong she can listen to my sonnets for hours on end.
She can she? Forsooth, the lady does show great strength of mind indeed.
It's his pillow.
And how might I
His
advise
anime
you?
pillow.
I would have you tell me whether I should marry her, for, as you know, I have offered my troth to ladies in the past, and it has not ended well for me. So, this time I did tell myself, Lancelot, you will proceed with caution. You will know the lady for at least a month before you think of wedding her, and then you'll go directly to Foreman for his counsel.
Then let us consult the stars now. Should Lancelot Moore marry this wondrous and worldly widow?
Moore is allowing his emotions to rule his finances, putting them at risk by acting impatiently. Deceitful hidden motives are at play. The match would provoke an unexpected death, resulting in an inheritance. The woman is an intelligent woman who tries to greatness through her relationships. God favors the marriage. I have cruel intentions. This indicates a cruel middle-aged man. Me. No.
You must not marry this lady, sir. You are a wealthy man, and she has designs upon your fortune that may result in your untimely death.
Ye gods! Verily?
I wonder who it is.
Feared so. You must take care not to let your emotions lead you astray.
But she seemed so. She told me she... Are you sure? You did not put a planet in the wrong house or what not?
Aye, quite sure.
Oh, well indeed, 'tis most lamentable. Oh, what a waste of such fine eyes. Mayhap Emma has a sister.
Ah. I shall say I respect her too much to bind her within the shackles of marriage. Mayhap then she will let me lie with her. Oh, Sybil. It's been a while. Timmy, exactly. Timmy, you do. Based on, like, the vibe.
Good day, Mistress Fortescue.
I do hope you may help me, Dr. Foreman, for I am mightily afflicted with fever and pain.
Yes, I see. Your face
Are you
is
still
a trifle
smoking the
red in
weed?
colour. When did your troubles begin? At a dinner party, perchance?
Nay, 'twas at a luncheon, the one I gave this day. I sought to play a trick upon my friend, Lady Emma Dyer, and I worry God is punishing me for my japery.
And what manner of jape did you play on your friend at this luncheon of yours? Pray, describe the ruse to me.
Well, I came upon the idea when I took receipt of a trunk full of exotic goods from the New World. Lovely gifts sent home to me by my gallant husband. Know you of my husband, Captain Henry Fortescue?
Yeah, girl.
He is a great friend of Sir Walter Raleigh, of course.
I think you have mentioned him once or twice, madam.
The trunk contained a parcel of dried fruits, full red in colour they were, and with them a note of warning. On it was writ that these fruits, if not consumed in moderation, can provoke a hot, pricking fever when ingested.
Ah, yes. I have read of this fruit in the writings of Spanish explorers. Capsicum icaramba mequema is the botanical name, I believe.
I am well known for serving the most original dishes at my table. Hence my guests were not surprised when I invited them to try my exotic fruit. I served them each a sweet pie containing one of these, capsicum...
Icaramba mequema.
But I made sure
Caramba.
Emma received a pie containing the very largest fruit, and I the very smallest one.
I see. You hoped to occasion a fever in your friend while escaping the same fate yourself. And yet this ruse did not succeed, I take it.
Nay, it did not, Dr. Foreman. Most of my guests dared only take one bite of their pies before abandoning them, finding themselves unequal to the challenge. But Emma ate hers all up, as did I. I was sure I would be safe, and that she would turn red and begin to perspire most shamefully, but she remained as cool as a cucumber. But
you, madam?
But I began to feel such pain in my mouth and throat. My face and eyes turned red. Moisture gathered on my brow and
look at my
bosom,
succubumbaspis on my
shoulder. On my
shoulder.
bodice. I could not conceal it from my guests. 'Twas humiliating.
How distressing for you, madam. Let us now seek a solution to this mystery in the stars. What might explain the queerest
He's my little
affliction?
tiny guy, and I love him very much. Happy Tuesday. Girl. She's horny? No. She's been bewitched? No. You ate peppers. You ate peppers.
One moment, madam, while I consult that Spanish book I mentioned earlier. The one recounting travels in the New World. Ah, yes. That is interesting.
What is interesting, Dr. Foreman?
The stars say you have quinsy, and this book confirms my suspicions as to what provoked it. Madam, 'tis not the larger fruits that occasion pain when consumed. 'Tis the small ones, such as the one you had baked into the pie for yourself.
You mean to say the smaller fruits are more dangerous than the larger ones? How strange! Verily, how topsy-turvy!
The pain will be gone by the morrow, but in the meantime you may find relief by washing your mouth out with wine.
Burgundy wine? Or will an ordinary claret suffice?
Any wine will do, madam. God give ye good even, Mistress Fortescue.
Yay! I would not like to be seen drinking cheap claret before dinner. I think I'll have a cook open a bottle of Burgundy. What if the whole time we were actually diagnosing the monkey? Who is this? A new guy! A twink? The twink!
Good morrow, young sir. Methinks this is your first consultation, Mr.
Humphrey Bell, sir.
And how may I do you service this day, Mr. Bell?
I want to get lean in that.
You wish to become lean, you say?
He's pregnant.
And why would you need to be any leaner than you are now?
Because he's pregnant.
You do not appear at all overplump. Indeed, you appear to be a young man in the full vigour of health.
Yay, but I do the lady parts though, innit?
You do the lady parts?
Hell yeah, dude!
Oh, I see. You are a player who plays feminine roles upon the stage.
He's a femboy!
Yes, I think I recognise you now. You play for Lord Chamberlain's men, do you not? The company of players led by Will Shakespeare, Richard Burbage and Will Kemp, among others.
Oh, Will Kemp.
Aye, sir. I play for them as a hired man, and next month I'm to play a fairy queen in a play we're doing for Lord Hunston at his daughter's wedding. But Bossman Burbage says I'm too plump for the role.
Where are you from?
Humphrey, your girth does make it difficult for an audience to imagine you getting up out of your fairy throne, let alone flying.
Yes, I think I understand. 'Twould imperil the audience's suspension of disbelief, thus breaking the fourth wall, as you players so call it.
Ah, sir, indeed. Mr. Burbage worries much for them scenery walls, for he says my rear end is of such a size 'tis liable to smash right through 'em. Anyways,
He's
Mistress
fat-shaming
Burbage
you.
told me that to fit into her gown she bids herself chunder after eating. Might you give me some herbs for that or something?
And Mistress Burbage would be Richard Burbage's wife, I presume. Well, to judge what would be most effective in your case, I shall need to consult the stars.
He's pregnant.
What should Mr. Humphrey Bell do to become leaner?
Get pregnant. Inducing an imbalance of phlegm by consuming Canisico excretum. This sucks! I don't want to give you bulimia. I'd rather you eat a little less than give you bulimia.
The solution is quite simple, Mr. Bell. If you would make yourself leaner, you have but to eat less.
Why would I need a doctor to tell me that, though? I need something to do it quicker than that, urgent like. Know you what I mean?
What the fuck is going on with you?
Indeed. Sadly, I am familiar with the tendency of the young folk of this day to seek quick, easy fixes to their problems.
What about Mrs. Burbage and her chundering, though? Can I not have what she is taking?
Well, there are ways to induce imbalances in your body to purge itself, but doing so is not at all healthsome. For instance, I might have told you of the dangerous practice of taking goodly quantities of prunes and rhubarb to purge from the fundament.
Simon.
But that would have been negligent of me, for as a physician I cannot endorse...
Prunes and rhubarb? So I just eat them things. Easy.
But...
All right, the twin's dead.
Give you a good day.
Hold, sir. I'd strongly advise against such a...
He disintegrated. William, obliterate that man. His doctoring is banging. Hell yeah, it is.
Favored is Essex and close to the crown. Nobles like him do fare up more than down. His family's too grand to jail, too rich to jail. But if Essex disobeys the Queen, she'll put him in the ground.
Good day,
Did you
my
fuck
lord.
her?
I must own, your lordship's visit to my chambers does surprise me, for I'd believed, well, indeed all of England believes, that you are in Ireland at present.
Did anyone see me? No? Good. Now bid your manservant close the shutters.
As your lordship pleases. William! William! Pray close the shutters. Yes, all of them. And fetch us some candles.
I pray the counsel you give me this day be wise, sirrah, for I find myself in the most desperate of predicaments. Indeed, I pray your advice be wiser than it was the last time.
Get pregnant.
Your suggestion I cajole the Queen with my tender favours. Forsooth, it worked only too well. The old bat took to calling me her best boy, and sent me off on this damnable quest to put down the Irish rebellion.
I know well, sir, for I was part of the great parade down the streets of London to see you off. And now you are back from Ireland victorious,
She's
are you not?
calling me her blorbo.
Ah, I see by your face. Not so much.
God's breath! Have you seen the Irish? They are savages. That Irish chieftain O'Neill and his band of fen-born brutes are especially bad.
Forsooth, they sound most fearsome. 'Tis a mercy you escaped with your life, and are now back home safe in England.
Nay, I am not yet safe in England, I fear. For when the Queen finds out that I made a truce with O'Neill, heaven only knows how ill she will take it. Even my leaving Ireland without her permission will doubtless vex her.
Then the Queen has not been informed of your return?
Nay, she knows yet nothing of it. I am at present taking refuge with my sister, the Countess of Devonshire, at her country estate. But I cannot hide there forever. Hence I am come to you this day so that the stars may advise me on how I may extract myself from my current predicament and win back the favour of the Queen.
Then let us see what the stars advise. How might Lord Devereux escape the displeasure of Her Majesty the Queen and regain her favour?
Coitus. It's really funny. You have to use your body. All is not lost. Okay. Oh, an active... Oh, their personal relationship. Have him look upon you as your son? Fuck her and then have her think you're her son.
The stars foretell of violence enacted by officers of the law.
Ah, verily. 'Tis doubtless a beheading. Forsooth, I do enjoy a good beheading.
Well, 'tis likely to be a trifle more elaborate than that. If the Queen is particularly vexed, It will start with a quick hanging until just before the point of death, followed by a disemboweling and emasculation.
Ah, yes, of course.
Whereafter the gentleman is invited to watch his own entrails and privy parts being lightly grilled upon an open fire, before he is chopped into 4 separate pieces.
A quartering, I think you mean?
Which, as etiquette dictates, are then to be parcelled up and sent as gifts to any friends and family members unable to attend the ceremony.
Ah, yes, splendid.
Yeah.
An execution with all the trimmings. Verily, whilst a simple beheading can be a most elegant entertainment, 'tis a trifle too, well, continental for my taste. Why, 'tis oft over in mere moments, whereas a full English execution keeps one entertained throughout the whole morning.
You're welcome back.
Though I fail to see what this has to do with... God's breakfast! You mean I am the one to be hung, drawn, and quartered?
Well, yes, very possibly. I am afeard the only course left to you now is to humble yourself before the Queen. The stars suggest you might be able to convince her to look upon you as the son she never had. A naughty, wayward child who has rebelled against his parent. With time and patience, she may forgive you.
God's teeth! 'Twas only last year that I was bedding her. And now I am to have the Queen look upon me as if I were her own son?
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah.
Now let me think on this. Well, to be sure, 'twould be more pleasant to play the son than the lover, and it might even clear the path for the possibility of... Yes. Methinks this plan may serve me very well.
Surprise her in her bedchamber, and then be like, I'm your son.
Praise him, praise be to the Lord.
To me, you're so right.
Lord, Archbishop with gift, and thereby made the void unto us his eternal grace and favor.
Good day, Your Grace, and well met. Might I inquire whether Your Grace has made a decision regarding whether to give Thomas Blagg the bishopric of Salisbury?
Okay, thank God. I thought you were going to ask about yourself.
Dean Blagg. I had my chaplain look into what you told me regarding irregularities in Dean Blagg's stewardship of Rochester Cathedral. Methinks you said he was embezzling coin and pawning cathedral furnishings, did you not? Well, it seems you did speak true.
Oh, indeed?
Of course, I will make nothing of it, as I wish to avoid the scandal. I merely told Dean Blagg that I could not offer him the bishopric due to various episcopal and doctrinal
The Episcopals, of course.
Of course. And what problem would Your Grace wish me to address this day?
Oh, 'tis a problem with my other
Where is
deans.
William?
With each passing day there seems to be a new dean at the palace gates, come to petition me for this wretched bishopric of Salisbury. Presently, 'tis Owen Wood, the Dean of Armagh. Since he returned from Ireland, he talks of nothing else.
How tiresome for Your Grace.
Indeed. I have told Owen that I am giving his request careful consideration, but in my experience, this only delays a dean for so long. I do have to grant the occasional bishopric, or else my deans become restless.
Doubtless, Your
Your
Grace.
army of deans.
But after what I learned about Dean Blagg, I must take care to exercise caution. Hence, I would have you tell me anything you know. That is, anything the stars reveal about Owen Wood that would render him unsuitable to perform the role of bishop.
Then let us ask the stars. Is there any reason why the Most Reverend John Whitgift, the Archbishop of Canterbury, should not grant Owen Wood the bishopric of Salisbury?
Oh, no. John Whitgift is impossible to please. He would bring Owen Wood's dream of being a bishop to life. He's vain, but a patient man who has God on his side. He's uncertain whether he'll be offered. He remains optimistic. When it comes to his relationship with women, Owen Wood was a creative interpretation of the teachings of the Bible. He's betrayed his wife. Oh god. What are we at? Wait. Alice is at 70. He's at 65. I love not received, not received, not received. Really brings me joy. God, Alice, I want to save you. I've only done 4? Oh, isn't he dying? Isn't Owen's whole thing that he's fucking dying? Like... let him be bishop and then let him fucking die. You know?
Your Grace, the stars advise you to grant Owen Wood the bishopric. For Dean Wood is a patient, self-regarding man who is not likely to give up his hopes for advancement.
He will not let the matter rest, will he? Then I suppose I must grant him the bishopric, or I shall never hear the end of it.
Very wise, Your
Can
Grace.
I have your letter?
And one more
before
matter,
everything goes
if I may.
wrong?
Has Your Grace yet had the opportunity
God,
to
Simon.
consider the granting of my medical license?
Ah, yes, that. Once my chaplain has finished looking into the matter, I shall be giving it careful consideration. Good day.
He knows about his wife. And good for her.
Good day, mistress. What brings you?
I am come about my lover who is lately returned from Ireland.
Ah, yea, and your current lover is, as I recall... Ah, yes, your lover at present is Owen Wood, the Reverend Dean of Armagh, is it not?
Aye.
And according to my notes, you were afeard he might die in battle. And yet you do not appear to be much pleased he's returned alive. Whatever is the matter, madam?
Know you why Dean Wood is returned to England? 'Tis because Archbishop Whitgift, who did deny my husband the bishopric of Salisbury, has gone and given it to him instead.
Oh, I am heartily sorry, madam. 'Tis cruel indeed.
Aye, but that is not the end of Owen's treachery.
Now she's quiet.
It is being said around the diocese that my lover, Owen Wood, is romantically entangled with 2 other women.
And who might these 2 other women be? Might one of them be his wife, or...
Of course not. Do not jape with me, Foreman. I did hear that one of the ladies Owen is seeing is Mistress Ways, while the other is a certain Anne Hayborn, with whom I am not yet acquainted. I do hear she is a very young and comely maiden, though mayhap a maiden no longer. I prithee, scribble one of those doodles of yours and tell me if this be true.
Madam, if you will but afford me some silence and calm, I will compose one of my doodles, as you so call my mathematically precise astronomical charts, and endeavour to answer your question. To wit, is Owen Wood, the Dean of Armagh, wooing other women?
Yes. Kill him. We got him promoted, now kill him. To everyone's surprise, he will abandon his wench-chasing ways. No. He has numerous romantic affairs. No. Numerous affairs.
Alas, I am afeard your suspicions are well founded.
Get
madam.
him.
For the stars do indicate that Dean
I'm
Wood
all
has
for the
been
drama,
paying
baby.
court to several other ladies.
Fie! What a maid-fiddling maggot of a man is he! Be I not woman enough for him?
Well, indeed. My chart does seem to suggest that if he does seek intimacies further afield, 'tis owing to...
Pray, go on. 'Tis owing to what?
To a preference for... Sweet and gentle companionship of
To a
more
big
feminine
ass.
nature.
Does he indeed? How very interesting. Nay, verily, fie upon Owen Wood.
Kill him, kill him.
On my honour, he will very likely want some sweet and gentle treatment once
Don't
I
dislike
am
me
finished
for
with
that.
him.
Godspeed, Mistress Blagg.
Don't dislike me for that. Kill him. A snatch-grabbing dog bother of the lowest order. It's like I promoted that guy, and then he died. Ohio! Pokepot, welcome. Yeah.
God give you good even, Your Grace.
You would do well not to look so pleased with yourself, sirrah, for your counsel has occasioned me a great deal of trouble.
Trouble, Your Grace? Would this have anything to do with the stars advising you to grant Owen Wood the bishopric of Salisbury?
Indeed it would.
Drama, drama, drama.
For your counsel very near endangered the reputation of the church. After having promised Owen the bishopric, as you advised, I was obliged to withdraw the appointment on the morning of his ordination, for Dean Wood is now cods deep in scandal. The parish council has received numerous paternity suits, and 'tis said that scores of defiled wenches bethrong the gates of his deanery each morning, clutching suckling babes and demanding recourse. As for young Anne Hayborn, she has had her reputation ruined, and Dean Ways is barely speaking to his wife anymore.
On my word, how disgraceful.
Aye, indeed. If only Owen had the sense to exercise more discretion.
Yes, indeed, Your Grace.
The Bishop of London, for instance, manages his affairs very quietly. I might have been able to look the other way, but in this instance I could not let Owen's indiscretions pass. For a wretched local woman by the name of Mary Payne got wind of the scandal and stirred up a public fuss about it. Oh, the devil take the woman and her bacon-faced husband.
For what?
If I might venture an opinion, Your Grace, mayhap if we were to pay no heed to Mary Payne and her ilk, they would eventually tire of their animus and leave us all be. But is it upon such problems you come this day, or upon some other matter?
I am come about my health. I believe I do ail of something.
Then pray, describe your complaints to me, Your Grace.
Homosexuality.
Well, I am afflicted with pain in my back, and at times I find myself hard of breathing. Indeed, I feel I may have phlegm in my chest, and I do bear these odd-looking spots upon my body that will not mend.
If you will permit me to loosen your ropes to examine you. Oh, I see. Methinks I have a notion of what ails you. Let me confirm it with a reading of the stars. What troubles Archbishop Whitgift?
The plague. Pregnancy. Mattering in the breast. Knobs on the yard. Oh, fuck. Not knobs on the yard. Fucking a pot. No. Oh no. Oh no.
Your Grace, I know not how to put this delicately. You have the French pox. I am not sure how this is possible, as you're a man of the cloth. Indeed, mayhap I check the stars again.
No need. I did suspect as much.
Verily? How astute of you. The French pox can oft be difficult to cure, but in your case, it is not far advanced. This ointment of boar grease and mercury is to be applied to your entire body.
Oh, of course.
It must be rubbed in vigorously to
Boar
ensure
grease
the
and
mercury
mercury.
is well absorbed into the skin. You may then expect to see the sores on your body start to heal within a matter of days.
I see.
Yeah.
And, I imagine your manservant William will be giving me this treatment?
No, Your Grace.
No!
The grease is to be taken home with you and applied each night before bed for 9 days. Mayhap your, chaplain could apply it to Your Grace's body.
Ah, yes.
He fucked someone just to get William to touch him.
I thank you for this treatment, sir. Fare you well, Dr. Foreman.
Before you leave, Your Grace, might I inquire again as to
Simon.
the possibility of you granting me
Simon,
a medical license?
you're the cringe.
Your Grace did mention you would give it careful consideration.
Let him think about it.
Ah, yes. Indeed I did I not? Have no fear, Dr. Foreman. My chaplain is looking into it. Good day.
Yay! The doctor and I are beginning to develop something of an understanding.
Here comes Lord Devereux, ready to fight, wide-eyed and restless he be all night. He may not know much, but he knows
Thank you for the
that
set.
he's right. Never
Oh fuck, is he pregnant?
Ah, give ye good morrow, my lord. I trust your lordship is well this day.
Well? God's body! Am I likely to be well? I have been languishing under lock and key while all England goes to ruin.
Ah, yes. I did hear something of your arrest. I take it your encounter with the Queen did not go as well as planned.
Nay, 'twas a disaster.
Nay!
I took the precaution of seeking an audience with Her Majesty just after dawn, to be sure I would find her alone. But when I entered her bedchamber, she let out such a blood-curdling scream it alerted the palace guards, who ran into the room and arrested me.
Yeah.
But you were imprisoned in your York House residence,
You snuck
were you
into
not?
her room at night.
The fact that you were placed under house arrest and not imprisoned in the Tower surely speaks to the Queen's fondness for you. I trust your time in confinement was not uncomfortable, at least.
Well, yes, my time away from the world and its trifling concerns did, in truth, prove useful. It afforded me time to reflect on larger questions, to take stock of my life and put recent events in perspective.
Ah, I see. And what resolution did this quiet period of sober reflection bring you? A closer relationship with God? Or perchance you are resolved to spend more time with your family?
What? Nay.
Nay!
I said my mind was turned to larger questions. To wit, am I destined for greater things? Am I chosen by God to rule a kingdom?
Of
For I
course.
must needs act. The realm is under threat from within. For why was I verily imprisoned? Was it merely to punish me for some trifling mistakes I made in Ireland? Nay, 'twas to
Nay.
separate me from the Queen.
Well, I imagine after discovering you in Her Majesty's bedchamber...
Do you not yet see? The Privy Council means to keep me away from Whitehall, lest I see how they have contrived to control and manipulate the Queen since I left for Ireland.
My lord! Are you saying the Queen is weak and no longer in control of her reign?
Aye, indeed. Something must be done about it.
Of course.
Well, man, do not just stand there.
Yes, of course, my lord. Let us see whether the stars may give you your answer. Is Robert Lord Devereux, Earl of Essex, destined to, rule England?
Let me see what we're doing with you, bud. Let me see how we're doing with you. Oh! This could do it. He should use his substantial wealth to cleverly ensure cooperation with his plans. In short, he should engage in bribery. He's a strong authority figure. The Queen's failure to produce an heir will have violent consequences. He suffers from geopolitical ignorance. Absolutely not. No. He should do it. He's doing it. Make him
The
worse.
stars confirm your fears, my lord.
No, make him worse.
Her Majesty's failure to provide an heir has created the conditions for much plotting and scheming, and her refusal thus far to name a successor has provided an opportunity for powerful forces who would seek to gain control of the throne.
Oh, no.
Indeed, The realm is in grave danger, and
Oh,
the stars
no.
suggest that you are a strong, wise leader, chosen by God to lead England, mayhap as Lord
Speed
Protector
writing
of the realm.
delusion.
By God's underlumps!
Not
'Tis
God's
true.
underlumps.
Huzzah!
As to
Nay.
practical matters, the stars suggest you use your significant wealth to, ensure cooperation and procure the influence you will need to secure success in this endeavour.
Then I will rally my forces and make the necessary preparations. For England, for God, Queen, and country. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Yep. He did it. So, when we present this letter of recommendation to the council, and they're like, you mean that guy that assassinated the Queen of England? I'll be like, yeah. I made him worse. Can I be a doctor now? Thank you for the sips. Oh, Blake.
Good day, Dean Blarg. How now, good sir? I see you do ale of something.
I do ale of something, Foreman. Forsooth, I fear I am very ill indeed, for I tremble day and night with fever, and my face does itch and prick with pain.
Verily, you do exhibit upon your nose and cheeks a rash of a most remarkable hue.
Before you do this reading for me, Foreman, I must have your word that you will not speak of this to my wife, Alice. In truth, I have had her believe that I was set upon by an angry swarm of wasps that have lately been nesting in the north transept of the cathedral.
I do understand. A kind husband would naturally wish to shield his wife from any undue distress.
Ah, yea, that of course.
Yeah.
And there be also the small matter of the promise I did make to restore the Blarg family fortune before I died, and thus not leave my wife and children to live in penury when I am gone. If Mistress Blarg were to think that I am gravely ill, it would provoke some awkwardness between us that I would rather wish to avoid.
Ah, I take it then that your finances are also in poor health.
Alas, they are. For as you accurately predicted, the Archbishop never did grant me the bishopric of Salisbury. It would seem his grace is content for me to remain in my current state of penury.
I see. Well, as to your wife, Alice, be not afeard, sir. We doctors take querent confidentiality most seriously.
Do we?
As Hippocrates did say, testa Apollinum medicum secreta. Among other things. Now, mayhap we proceed to consult the stars on the matter of your condition. With what disease is my querent Thomas Blarg troubled, and how may he be cured?
Bewitched. He suffers from erysipelas, a severe skin disease in the face that is accompanied with pain and fever. Evil digestion. Bone Shaw. His bones! You guys had to Google this one? Is there there is a correct answer? Red nose and cheeks and much bodily pain. I mean, I'm assuming it's this. Because it makes the most sense, and it's got the creature in it, which is really important. And he's going to die.
It would seem you are troubled with a severe disease of the skin known as erysipelas. It is quite serious. Though you may find some temporary relief from the pain and fever by vigorously purging from your fundament. To induce such a thing, I do advise the consumption of a considerable quantity of prunes, Or mayhap rhubarb. Of course, it does depend on the season.
Erysipelas? Prunes? Oh, merciful Lord, if it be thy will that I should die, and if thou hast writ these mortal signs upon the stars, I beseech thee, have thy servant Simon Foreman speak the truth.
Prithee, sir, I had not finished. Oh, my dear friend, I will not lie to you. Your condition is quite advanced. In truth, I fear you must prepare for the worst. If you will not share this grave news with Mistress Blagg, perchance you might speak to her from the safety of, from beyond the grave? That is to say, write her a letter that may be read to her after you're gone.
Talk to her as a ghost.
Your loving words, though thus delayed, may provide her comfort in her time of grief and destitution.
God bless you for your candour, sir, as well your wisdom and friendship these last years. I will now go and pray.
Dude, I fucked your life up so bad. You'd know. Well, thank God for that.
An explorer's wife cannot share his life.
Bro, what the fuck did you eat now? Why, that's so sad. Oh, Becca, no.
Good day, Mistress Fortescue. How may I help you this day?
What have you ingested?
Seem a little out of breath.
Aye, 'tis but my bodice. My maidservant did lace it far too tightly. Methinks she is a trifle vexed with me.
Spit it out.
Indeed,
Drop it.
The atmosphere in the Fortescue household is exceeding ill at present.
Verily? And why is that?
Someone has been stealing food from the
I
larder
love
in
how
the night.
she puts her hand
This
in her hip
morning,
and her
3
monkey
whole
also does.
swan pies were missing. Each member of the Fortescue household suspects another.
And whom do you think is the author of these thefts, madam?
Well, I suspect my son Harold, as his fondness for pie is well known. But Harry denies it and has accused our maidservant Gladys. And 'tis true that Gladys has become suspiciously wide about the girth of late.
Pregnant.
And as for Gladys, well, she is convinced the culprit is our African parrot, Sir Munchalot Grey.
Sir Munchalot?
But Sir Munchalot has denied the accusation and blames my monkey.
Ah, and who does your monkey blame?
How now, Dr. Foreman? Be not absurd. Monkeys cannot speak.
Ah, yes. Then 'tis fortunate that God can.
What's the monkey's name?
Speak to us, that is.
You just said my
by
monkey.
way of the stars. Who in the Fortescue household has been sneaking into the larder at night to steal pies?
Sir Munchalot. Sybil first used a hypocrite. She's turned her finger of accusation on herself, for she ate all the pies. Is that why her bodice was tight? The solution to this mystery is counterintuitive. The thief is the one suspect who has maintained their silence. The monkey? Evil from a foreign country. She's gonna hate this. What are we at, girl? You already got it? We're fine.
Madam, I have both good and bad tidings for you from the stars. First, the good tidings. Neither your son, your servants, nor your pets are responsible for the thefts.
Excellent. Indeed, that is well to hear. And the bad tidings? Oh, my days! You mean 'tis someone from outside? A burglar has been entering our house during the night to raid our larder.
No, the monkey's upset.
I am not quite sure how best to put this. The bad tidings are that, according to the stars...
No, I blamed her.
The pies are being
because
stolen
it's funny.
by you, madam.
By me? But do you jest, Dr.
I already have her
Foreman?
letter, so it doesn't matter.
Doubtless the theft of our pies seems trifling to you, sir. Methinks I shall take my leave now and not importune you any further.
God damn it. I wanted that to be funnier. Oh, God.
You must pay the price of looking thin and nice.
Becca, no. The monkey? Was the monkey eating the pies? The creature? The monkey! Thank
evening,
God,
Mr.
he's
Bell.
innocent.
What brings you so late this evening, young sir? Have you come from the playhouse?
Yay, I'm come from playing a Duchess in a special performance of Richard II. You know, that play that makes the Queen look bad.
So, Mr. Shakespeare decided to revive his play, did he? I see.
I need you to tell me what to do about my pay. Our seamstress told me she heard Mistress Burbage discoursing how John Crisp is getting paid a full shilling for each performance.
And you feel this is unfair, I take it? I gather Mr. Crisp's pay is greater than yours.
Aye, sir. 'Tis full twice as much coin as they pay me. What I get is barely enough to cover my rent. And my parts are well bigger than his, innit?
And you can fathom
Yeah.
no reason for this disparity in pay? He is more experienced, perchance.
What? I've been
The
on
wage
the stage
gap.
since I was a boy.
He's
And
playing
John's
women.
Been playing for less than a year. Nay, sir. Mr. Burbage and them other company sharers are paying me less on account of how I'm doing the lady
wage
parts.
gap.
You mean to say you are being paid less simply because you perform lady roles?
Indeed.
He's
John only
woke.
gets them main parts because he's big and tall, but I'm well better than he is. Critics call my Ophelia the most tantalizingly nubile and tragical performance since
Nubile?
Henry
God.
Condell's Juliet.
Don't say
Ah,
that.
yes, having seen Hamlet, I would have to agree with them there. I must own that I too found your Ophelia most comely and alluring. Let's see
The
what
power
the
of the twink.
stars advise. What can be done about you being paid less than players of masculine roles?
Kill them. Start a workers' union. Humphrey should wait. Pay equity will come in time. A long time. Seduce a woman. No! Secrets are allowing Humphrey's employer to behave hypocritically. They're shrewd businessmen. What?
According to the stars, your employers, the Lord Chamberlain's men, are very wise businessmen.
How do you reckon that? On account of them contriving to pay me less than I deserve?
Precisely so, Mr. Bell. And being so wise, they doubtless deter their hired men from discoursing upon the coin they receive for their labour, perchance to the extent where the men harbour such feelings of shame and suspicion about it, they would more readily show each other their privy parts before they would show their pay.
Rise up.
Aye, 'tis true enough. We oft pull our yardles out when we're jesting about and that. But as
Okay.
for a man's pay, forsooth, 'tis considered most private.
Well, such prudery must end if you and your fellow players are to advance your interests, Mr. Bell. Indeed, methinks that if you were all to begin freely discoursing upon these matters, you will find you are not the only player being paid unjustly.
Rise up.
If you do decide to demand more coin from your employers, I advise you to unify with
Unify.
the other hired men and speak as one voice.
Zah! We shall unify and demand them company sharers pay us equal coin for equal playing.
Rise. Dude, rise the fuck up, dude. Well ahead of his time, innit?
Hear ye, hear ye! Earl of Essex, Queen, kidnap, attempt, shocker! Biggest treason fail since Babington plot!
Robert
Hear
Devereux,
ye!
Earl of Essex, has been arrested for plotting to kidnap the Queen and install himself as protector of the realm. Devereux is reported to have bribed a company of players to stage a revival of William Shakespeare's King Richard II, as this play invites treasonous comparison between the weak and incompetent King Richard and our present sovereign, Queen Elizabeth. It was Devereux's intention to use it to rouse an angry mob and lead them to the gates of Kensington Palace. Failing to muster sufficient support from the London populace, however, Devereux was compelled to return home to Essex, where he was arrested. Perish.
'Tis one way to live a life, oft with misfortune
Roll.
and with strife, especially if you be Blag's wife.
Good day, Mistress Blag. Pray tell, how did things fare with your gentleman friend, Owen Wood, the Dean of Armagh?
Alas, 'tis all over betwixt me and Dean Wood. I did ask him for a small loan, and he was most insulting about it. We have not spoken since. And I think I know why his ardour for me has cooled, for I did lately learn that he has been bedding half the women in the diocese.
Ah, yes. I too did lately hear of this.
So it seems your stars were right. There verily were other women vying for Dean Wood's affections. But this day I am come about my husband. Methinks he is ill, yet he pretends he is not.
Ah, pray describe his symptoms to me.
Well, yesterday I did remark that something was amiss when Molly McDoon and I returned from the playhouse. Well, there was a special performance of Richard II at the Globe. Know you of it? Oh, 'tis the play that makes the Queen look bad.
Aye, I know of it.
When I came in the door, there was an awful racket coming from our upstairs rooms. I went to see what the matter was and found my husband tucked up abed, moaning and wailing, and with a monstrous rash all over his face. He told me some nonsense about having been stung by wasps, and that he is merely tired. But I do not believe him.
I see.
I bid you, Foreman, tell me true, for I grow ill with worry. Is it grave? Blag had better not think of dying on me afore he has paid his debts.
Ah, for as his widow, by law, you would inherit them, would you not? But mayhap there is little to worry about. Let us consult the stars and see. What ails Thomas Blag, the Dean of Rochester?
Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss Baby. The melancholy. Swelling in the cods. Or this. I promised him I wouldn't tell. Wait. I promised him I wouldn't tell. He gave me his letter of recommendation. I immediately lie.
I am afeard your husband is ill with a disease known as erysipelas. He is in grave danger. Indeed, his case is advanced and beyond treatment. There is nothing to be done now, but prepare yourself for his death, Mistress Blag. Madam? Alice? Come, Alice, I will find you a chair.
Nay, I must not tarry. I am meeting Mistress McDoon at the Bear for a quiet one. Good day, Foreman.
But Alice...
Oh. Oh, girl.
Hear ye, hear ye! Traitor loses head after losing mind. Earl of Essex gets the chop for treason. Hear ye!
Hear ye, on this day, the 25th day of February, in the year of our Lord 1601, Robert de Vrother, Earl of Essex, was executed for treason. The execution followed yesterday's trial, in which he was found guilty of leading a failed plot against the realm. Formerly a favourite of both Her Majesty and the London public, the Earl's surprising betrayal has shocked the nation. It's fine.
If you try to argue with her, you will have no luck. She'll twist and turn your logic till your reason comes unstuck. Chastise Mary who you like, she will not give up. Will not give up.
Yeah. How many letters do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All I do is win, baby.
Well met, Mistress Payne. How fare you this day?
Most well indeed, sir, for I am just come from taking my niece on an outing to Tower Hill. 'Twas to see the execution of the traitor Robert Devereux.
Yeah, an outing.
Ah, yes, Lord Devereux. What a tragic end to a promising career.
And such a lovely beheading they gave us. My niece and I very much enjoy the hangings at Tyburn, but a beheading is so much more elegant, is it not? Verily, 'tis a better class of execution, I find.
Okay.
And the royal executioner did go down on Devereux with such skill. A single stroke was all it took to give us the traitor's head.
Why was she almost baby talking? She was like, he really went
But
down
I have
it.
no time to tarry here
Stop.
and gossip with you, Dr. Foreman. I am come on a matter of great concern.
And what is this new matter that concerns you?
'Tis that England England is filling up with foreigners. Indeed, 'tis been going on for so many years now that in London 'tis rare to hear anyone discoursing in the English tongue any more. The city is crawling with continentals.
Ah, then I take it you do not enjoy your visits to the City of London.
Oh, nay, I have never been to London. For as I did just say, 'tis crawling with continentals, and Lambeth will soon suffer the same fate if we do not act. Why, only the other day I spied a continental on the high street. A monstrous ogre of a man he was. And as for his face, his eyelashes were so fair, he had the appearance of having none at all.
Are you kind of horny for him?
Ah, yes,
or?
the Netherlanders. 'Tis true the people of the Netherlands can be fair of hair and tall of stature.
And 'tis surely no coincidence that Lambeth has suffered an increase in crime of late. We do not feel safe, Dr. Foreman. Every night we ladies of Fore Street do shiver in our beds at the thought of these frighteningly large men.
Yeah.
I do not doubt it, madam. Now, let us see whether the stars might allay or confirm your fears. Should the residents of Lambeth be concerned about an influx of continentals?
What options is it going to give me? Very excited about this. 3! Okay. Some continentals are lying about why they're in Lambeth. They're here to rob the residents of the household, and we must not be deceived. They're going to be violent. We should... Anyway. Unpleasantness in the name of religion has caused death and destruction. Our queen has been waging war on the continent. The residents of Lambeth are being somewhat hypocritical. She's gonna hate this. Here we go!
Madam, I may assure you that if there be a rise in criminality, the Continentals are not to blame.
It's the youth.
Then who is to blame?
May I suggest... the youth of this day?
It's the youth.
The youth of this day are customarily blamed for social ills, and in this instance it would seem justified, at least according to the stars. As for the Continentals, it appears that elements of their culture and expertise may one day serve to enrich ours. Consider, for example, the additional dining options they have brought with them to England. Indeed, do we English not tire of our dreary custards and dull mutton roasts?
I don't.
Well, in truth, I am a little partial to their... What are those puffy pancake things with the crisscrosses on them?
Waffles, I believe.
Aye, I will own I am partial to those Netherlander waffles. But pish, Dr. Foreman, you learned men and fancy folk may discourse all you like about having your dinner tables enlivened with foreign cookery, but who is it that suffers when desperate continentals go a-robbing our houses and a-troubling our women? 'Tis us ordinary folk, 'tis who. I will have my husband write to Lambeth Palace and tell the Archbishop we will have no more of these continentals in Lambeth. Blessed day, Dr. Foreman.
Yeah, and it's gonna work. I guarantee it. Girl.
Hear ye, hear ye! Dean of Rochester Cathedral dies.
Oh, God.
New Dean pledges to refurnish empty cathedral.
Local residents
Hear ye!
were sad on this day with the tidings of the death of Thomas Blogg, Dean of Rochester Cathedral, who is behind a wife, Alice Blogg, and children John Thomas, Cornwallis, Edmund, Nicholas, and Francis. Cornwallis? Can I see him?
Humphrey Bell, at his reward, for it is not enough to be my father, Lord. For you, we sigh, we true, and swoon, when we see you entering the room.
Good day, Mr. Bell, and well met. I recall you were hoping for a pay rise. How did that go?
Well, I got a pay rise, innit? I took your advice about banding together
Hell
with the
yeah,
other hired
rise
men
up.
and gabbing about how much coin we was getting. Turns out, another one of the lads weren't getting paid enough for his lady parts neither. So, we all refused to do our rehearsals until the boss man fixed it.
Well done, Mr. Bell. I must say I am most proud of you.
But this day, I am come about my skin. She's so clapped, I need twice as much ceruse as normal.
Skin.
Ah, yes, Venetian ceruse. The white lead and vinegar paste ladies and players use to whiten their faces.
You have to fix it for me, Doctor, for my role in Mr. Shakespeare's new play. I'm to play a lady who disguises herself as a lawyer.
A lady cunningly disguised as a lawyer? Forsooth, how original. But I see not why you need worry over your complexion. Having a sound grasp of Latin and a talent for eloquence are the usual qualifications of a legal advocate, are they not? Is it verily necessary for this lawyer to have beauty as well?
Well, Mr. Burbage seems to think so.
These are enlightened times, and we must have confidence in our audience that they will accept, even welcome, the notion of a lady of learning, as long as she be lovely enough to lie with.
I see. And 'tis true your skin is looking a little less than lovely at present. Let us see if we may find a remedy for it in the stars.
The director wants to fuck you and wants you to look hot for it.
What is the matter with Humphrey Bell's face, and what may be done to improve its appearance?
He's pregnant. Melancholy. Distemperature of the liver. No! What the fuck do you mean? You're poisoned!
The stars indicate that your skin troubles are occasioned by the ceruse paste you're applying to your face. The lead it contains is causing your scabs, and, if I am not mistaken, some thinning in your hair. But these are merely indications of a greater trouble it is causing, a distemperature of the liver. You must no longer apply lead to your face, Mr. Bell.
What you mean, like, 'tis poisonous or something?
Oh, nay, lead is not poisonous. You merely seem to have a sensitivity to it, is all. I will write you up a prescription to take to an apothecary. He will concoct you a paste from alum, tin ash, and sulphur as a replacement for the ceruse you have been using. And to hide the damage to your skin, you might apply the white of a raw egg to your face. 'Twill act as a kind of glaze over your complexion.
So all this will fix my face, yeah?
Yeah.
Zah! I thank you
Zah!
kindly, Dr. Foreman.
Of course, bud. I shall be the best man playing at being a woman playing at being a lawyer Mr. Burbage could ever ask for.
Mr. Foreman, doubtless I need not explain why you have been brought before the College of Physicians this day.
Dude, I'm busy.
We have been informed that you persist in practicing medicine.
I'm not going to know any of your
without
answers.
a
I'm busy.
license, in defiance of the law and in spite of previous warnings given you by myself and my distinguished colleagues. How do you answer this charge? Well, what do you have to say for yourself, Sirrah?
I say that I am a good doctor, and that my many years of experience have allowed me to perfect my methods as a true physician.
You dare speak of your methods, Mr. Foreman? We are informed that you write your patients' names and complaints in a notebook, doubtless all the better to blackmail them with.
Ah, yes, my case books. Indeed, sir, 'tis most useful to be able to remember a querent's history.
Furthermore, you use astrological readings not simply to predict the course of an illness or judge the best time for a treatment, as good medicine teaches us, but you find the cause of the disease in the stars. You refuse to examine your patient's urine for this purpose.
No!
Well, yes,
And you would dare claim that in these past years you have gained medical knowledge and skill from mere experience? Then I invite you to provide proof of it now.
I will
you
not be able
submit
to.
to an examination.
What humor does Saturn rule over? The someone with excess of black bile might have, if you got the bile in your body, you might, yep, and then, what's intelligent? Yep, and then what happened? What's your head? Yep.
Silence! Simon Foreman, you have failed this examination, and thereby have proved yourself unfit to practice medicine. Remove this charlatan, this carnival quack from my sight!
What, again?
Can I
I demand
diagnose
to
you?
speak with my legal counsel. You will regret this.
Can I diagnose you with pregnancy? Like, right now? Sir, it is with shock and distress that I did learn of your current situation, but worry not, Dr. Foreman, for you will be freed from jail this very day. I bade my husband, Lord Dyer, exert his influence on your behalf, but I must warn you that the College of Physicians cannot be obstructed for long. Thank you, Emma.
Alice Black has suffered woe. Life has brought her very low.
Roll.
Mayhap there be some solution, though. Read the stars and we shall know.
Yeah.
Well met, Alice, dear friend. Since your husband's death, I have oft thought of you. Fare you well?
Oh, Foreman, I am sorry for not coming to see you sooner, for I was grateful for your warning about Blag's illness. It gave me the sense to bide with him in his final hours. It was only then that I did realize how much I did love the old fool, despite his mump-headed nature and his leaving me and the children with not a penny between us. But the day after he passed, I came upon a note he had writ for me. I warrant that was your idea, was it, Foreman?
It may have been.
Then I thank ye for it, Simon. For 'twas a comfort to be left something to remember him by, even if it be the only thing he did leave me. But things are better since I did become Mistress Macy.
Then you have remarried?
Aye, 'twas the only means of putting a roof over our heads and meat in our bellies. And Mr. Macy is a kind man. Oh, but Foreman, we may not have our roof much longer. Macy has threatened to leave me.
The brute!
Well, to be fair, I suppose I did fail to apprise him of the full extent of Blag's debts, which are, as you know, not inconsiderable. But what am I to do about it now?
Ah, yes, of course. By marrying you, he is now responsible for the debts of your late husband, according to the law. In sooth, 'tis a high price to pay for a wife. No matter the marital bliss her bountiful charms and fine qualities do doubtless afford him.
Shut up, Simon.
Save it for another day, Foreman. It is not your chub-brained flattery I am come for. 'Tis your counsel.
Then let us see if the stars may offer a solution. How may Alice Macy prevent her husband petitioning for a divorce?
Get pregnant. Feels nervous and is angry. Family trip. God is punishing Thomas Blagg by visiting the evil sins upon his widow and children. Okay, but that's not a solution. Take a family trip.
Alas, you have little hope of calming your new husband's feelings about your late husband's debts. But the stars suggest that your family might go abroad, and thus put yourself out of the reach of Blagg's creditors. You must do this without delay.
Go abroad? You mean where foreigners live?
Yes.
Aye. My chart also suggests that you find some creative solution to ensure your husband's cooperation in such a project. Has he ever expressed an interest in the New World colonies? Or perchance you might suggest an extended tour of Roman antiquities.
Nay, but I will put my mind to it. But if we do go abroad, this is doubtless the last time I shall ever see you, Foreman.
Coitus? Coitus post consultato! Come on, Alice, you can do it. Macy was a chump-headed enough to marry you, so mayhap will go abroad with you as well.
Hear ye, hear ye. Nation mourns death of beloved Queen. King James of Scotland tipped to succeed to the English throne.
All England is in... Alright, dude. All England is in mourning as news spreads of the death of our beloved sovereign, Queen Elizabeth Tudor, often referred to as Good Queen Bess by her subjects. Expired of natural causes on this day, the 24th day of March, the year of our Lord 1603. Although Her Majesty left no heir nor named a successor, her cousin and nearest blood relation, 57-year-old James Stuart, King of Scotland, is rumored to be travelling down from Edinburgh to be crowned King of England.
Humphrey Bell, you must not take so ill, for though your beauty does fade, we do adore you still. Our eyes
Oh my god. One moment, I'm being summoned downstairs. That's the scariest thing that's ever happened to me when they talked about his behind. One moment. Ah! Hello. Ugh. I am here. Mary, yeah, Godspeed! I'm gonna do this as my last one. Because my mom and I are supposed to have lunch and she came here really early. So we're gonna talk to this man.
Good day, Mr. Bell. Oh, I must congratulate you on your performance of the comely lady lawyer in The Merchant of Venice. And methinks your skin is much improved. 'Tis verily glowing.
Aye, Dr. Foreman. Changing my lead paste for sulphur work very well. Mistress Burbage says I now look a picture of beauty.
What a beautiful woman.
Forsooth, 'tis well to hear the troubles with your skin are resolved. Now, what is it you come for this day?
Mr. Shakespeare has written a new play, and I need to look younger if I'm to get a good part in it. 'Tis about an ancient Roman general called Titus Andronicus. I wish to play the role of his comely mother, the Lady Tamara.
You need to look younger in order to play a man's mother, you say. But according to my casebook, why, sir, you are not yet 25 years of age.
Aye, sir, indeed. 'Tis but the business of playing, though, innit? At least, according to Mr.
Master Burbage wants you carnally.
He was well vexed when I pointed out how the man playing Titus is near as old as I am.
If the stage is not to your liking, Mr. Bell, I invite you to seek employment elsewhere.
All right, then. Let us see what the stars advise. What can be done to make my querent Humphrey Bell appear younger?
Age regression. A transformation. Ominous? No elaboration? Artistry? Something refined can be obtained from a foreign country, but there's cruelty involved. What the fuck? He cannot reverse the aging process. understand. Transform!
My chart suggests if you were to undergo some manner of transformation, it might
what does
help
this
you recapture
mean?
your youthful allure.
Like, what kind of transformation?
Well, you might consider changing over your appearance. My lady querents tell me that a change of hair or wig colour can leave them feeling quite renewed, particularly those ladies who have lately been cast aside by a lover.
Transition.
You saying I just changed my hair and bish bash bush I look younger?
Apparently so. I am told that lightening the hair can be particularly efficacious, as it evokes a youthful,
already
almost
blonde.
childlike appearance in a woman. Such lightening is easily achieved by soaking the hair in urine.
Urine? Like stick my head in my chamber pot or something?
Piss.
Aye, mayhap after you make your morning water. Fresh urine is usually preferred, for then 'tis agreeably warm when applied to the head.
I will not lie, that sounds mad. But if all the ladies are doing it, I might give it a try.
Okay. Alright, and that's where we end today. What a horrible, horrible, horrible end. What a terrible end that I hated. Now wait. Wait a second. There he is. Alright, everybody. Oh, you can still see— I hate that you can still see my mouth kind of moving. It's really ominous to me. Oh, it's really upsetting to me. Okay, everybody, I'll see you tomorrow. I love you very much. Goodbye!